Welcome to this MEDUSA4 tutorial on dynamic design editing and parametrics. First, we'll create some geometry. I've chosen the thick solid line option, then click on the icon that launches the Smart Drafting tool, which allows you to quickly create geometry without the need for construction lines. I can dynamically define an arc, the length of my line, or the radius of a bend. Now I'll exit the tool. You can also use the escape button for this, and I select the edit tool tray, then click this icon to mirror and copy the selected geometry. Now I have two separate lines which I can connect using this tool. The line editing pop-up menu allows me to close the line to create a closed bit of geometry. Now I select new line from the pop-up menu to add to my drawing. Before we continue, we just want to take a quick look at the closed geometry properties. So we'll open the dialog. Base angles at 0. You can make changes here as required. For now, we'll just leave it as is. Click OK and continue. Now I'm going to draw a circle, so I choose the thick solid line again, then the circle tool. Also wanting to make sure that we're going to be aligned with the center of the arc, and I'm going to turn on center lines. Now I can use this editing tool here to extend my lines in both directions, which will help me with construction and also with dimensioning later on. So now it's time to dimension my drawing. And to do that, I select the Text and Dimension tool tray, and I'll choose the chain dimensions here. Now you've got two options when you're actually dimensioning your drawings. You can either use your middle mouse button to click on a line that you want to dimension and the dimension is created automatically, or you choose your left mouse button and you click on the beginning and end line of the dimension you want to create. I'm also going to create the diameter of the circle here and the radius for the arc as well. Now I'd like to add some boreholes to the drawing, so I'm going to change to a thin chain line type and then select the box tool, which I'm going to be drawing with center lines, and switch those on. Now there's one center line too many here, which I'm going to just delete. And then I want to mirror this geometry again as I did previously, and I want to mirror it around the center line here that I've created. Here we go. I'm now going to rubber band my geometry in order to select it all, and then choose Smart Edit from the pop-up menu. We also call this tool Parametrics on Demand. It allows me to edit my geometry by dragging and dropping various dimensions, or by changing values in the dashboard directly. I could change the radius of the arc, for example, or the diameter of the circle. I'm still missing a few of the dimensions I need in order to dynamically edit the entire drawing, so I'll just go back to the Text and Dimension tool tray and I'll dimension a few additional areas. So from these center lines here, and then also I can dimension the boreholes. Basically everything that I'd like to be able to edit later on, I want to dimension right now. You can see that the context-sensitive dashboard above lets me change the properties of my dimension text as well. Now a quick introduction to MEDUSA4 Parametrics. For that I choose the Parametric tool tray and I select the Prim button to set a prim as a reference point in the drawing. I've already got most of the building blocks for a parametric design, so I'll just quickly test the design by clicking on this icon here, and yes indeed, MEDUSA4 Parametrics recognizes all of the geometry. So this means I've created a template drawing which I can save, open, edit, and then use as a new drawing as required. I can make changes to dimensions just by modifying the dimension text, for example. I simply entered the desired values and I click OK. So I'll be doing that for this dimension here. And then again I click on this text and change the value. I can do that for as many dimensions as I choose. And once I've done that, I click OK in the dialog and I click this parametrize button, and the design automatically updates accordingly. I'll just show you this functionality again by changing some of the other dimension text here, the diameter of the circle and the arc as well. So you can see once again how the design changes automatically once we've made these changes. We apply each time, click OK when we're done, click the parametrize button, and here we go, the design changes. With MEDUSA4 you can also make parameter driven or dialog based design changes, but that's for another tutorial. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.